Hello and welcome to Bars&Libations, guys, the channel where you can learn how to make beautiful cocktails with very little money in your own place. So if you're just about to throw a party or you're having a date and you want to make an impression, then this is the channel for you. So don't forget to subscribe, obviously to click on the bell to get notifications all the times that I post a video, and to comment below. The cocktail that we're going to make today is one of the most classic cocktails in the world. Obviously, it's the mojito. So mojito is really one of the most simple cocktails to make, but obviously everyone does it in a different way. So in this video, I'm just gonna show you a very simple way how to make mojito at home with the quality and to make it look beautiful as well. I'm sure I don't have to tell you all the ingredients, you know it already, but we quickly go through that, so at least we make sure that we're not gonna forget anything. So obviously we need rum, we need mint, we need the lime, and we're gonna need the sugar, and obviously ice. So now that we know the ingredients, what do we need to make this mojito? Very simple. Obviously we're gonna need a glass, and we're gonna need something to squeeze our lime juice. We will need a knife to cut our lime, and obviously we will need also a jigger to measure our rum. Obviously if you don't have that, no problem, you can use an espresso cup, it works fine. And then last but not least, what we're gonna need is a hammer. You're gonna ask, what do we need a hammer for? Well, it's very simple, we need to crush ice. So rather than going and buying ice from the shop, or maybe to get one of those machines that can crush ice, which costs a lot, then with my method, very simple and is completely for free. So what we're gonna do first is actually to take off some mint leaves. So it's really up to you how much mint you want. It depends how minty you want your mojito. So normally what I do, I grab like about 6 big mint leaves. I give it a slap. So this is gonna help to release the flavor. Drop it inside your glass. And also I'm gonna take some small leaves. So the small leaves are actually the one with most of the flavor. So again, just 2 or 3, slap it and put it inside your glass. For the next step, we are going to cut some lime and obviously to juice it. Cut it in half, careful with your fingers. And normally, just in case, I will cut 2 of them, a little bit dry. Get to your lime squeezer and get as much juice as possible. So as you can see, it's not too bad actually. We just managed to get I think enough juice for our mojito. But again, I want to remind you that it's really up to taste the way how you want to make your mojito. Perfect. And now that we squeeze our lime juice, what we're going to do, we're going to grab our jigger and pour about 25 milliliters in our glass. So now that we put our lime, what we need is sugar. So very simple, we're gonna grab some caster sugar and we need a spoon. There you go. How you can see, I'm using a bar spoon here, but if you have like a normal spoon, obviously it works fine. 2 generous spoons of caster sugar. Just gently move the leaves and blend the sugar with the lime juice. Perfect. Now the time has come, we need to make some crushed ice. So, how you can see here, I didn't make like a really refined cubes. Actually, they're very simple, just a simple water, not from the tap, but from bottles. There I make some cubes. What we're going to do, we are going to take all of them out and we are going to put them in this clean cloth. So, exactly right, very gently, don't even think too much about that, just take them all out. What you want when you're gonna hammer this ice is not to make it very fine, but actually to make sort of chunks they're gonna go in your glass. Like that, just wrap it properly. And now what you need is to hammer it on a very solid surface. So for example, this table is not solid at all, but the kitchen counter is. Yeah, I can feel it much better. So I hope you can see it, but what we have here is a bit of chunks, a bit of blocks and a bit of fine crushed ice. So that's perfect because that's exactly what you want. You don't want it too fine, you don't want it to be just cubes. In this way you will have a refreshing drink which doesn't dilute too fast. So now that you got your crushed ice, what you need is just a scoop or a spoon, anything that can put it in the glass. Now in this case, because I'm doing it for myself, no need of that. So obviously if you do it for your friends or your date, well, avoid to use your hands for their mojito. And if you're wondering why I didn't put the rum yet, is because what I want to do is to put all the ingredients that I need to give flavors to this mojito, but the rum I'm gonna put it first, so for me it's gonna be easier to actually melt the ice. So by doing that I don't need to add any additional water to the drink, so that means it's not gonna water down. And in this case, by the time they're gonna pour 50 milliliters of rum in it, all the ice is gonna go down, dilutes a little bit. I'm gonna just mix it up with all the rest of the ingredients. Then we have it, our mojito. Great, so now it's time to pour 50 milliliters of white rum. In this case I'm using Havana Club 3 years old, but any white rum will do. So I want to show you here, this glass is actually quite tall, and I just put the rum, and as you can see I'm already at almost 3/4 of the glass. So that means that now I just have to stir it a little bit, ice will melt and all the liquid will come up and our glass will be full. By spoon, or just a simple spoon will do. Get everything that is down the glass here back up. Make sure that you give it a good stir, so all the ingredients needs to be completely mixed and well balanced. Remember the sugar is slightly heavier compared to all the rest of the ingredients, so what's gonna happen, the sugar will tend to stay on the bottom. It's not gonna happen. Lift it up. Okay, try to do better than me with the ice. In this case, if you want to have a solution to this, just grab a piece of paper, do like bartenders do, put it on the top and give it a good stir. Add some more, so you can fill up completely your glass and make it look beautiful. That looks like a proper mojito. Now you see it in this glass, but you can use any glass for that, so don't worry, even the plastic will work fine. But I love glass and it's reusable. And talking about that, reusable, not only your glass can be reused, but obviously your straws. So if you can get maybe some titanium straws rather than plastic, well, that's for sure it's gonna impress your guest, and definitely it's gonna save you a lot of money, as you don't have to buy it again and again and again, but you just have to wash them and that's it. So let's add the straw. And our mojito is almost ready. Now what we miss is just a beautiful garnish that's gonna complement our cocktail. Make sure that your mint spring is always close to the straw, so all the times that your guest is gonna try his drink, well, he can have the mint just below his nose, so he can smell this beautiful fresh mint, which is amazing. And there you have it. So that's your classic mojito made at home with very little money. And tell me what you think about that. And now, let's try it. You know what? I'm very happy because it's not too sweet, zingy, it's a bit sour, I feel the mint, it's refreshing, and well, when I think how much it cost me, I'm very happy about that. Rather than spending 12-13 euros. That's normally the price that we get here. So while I'm enjoying this mojito, a few little notes how we made this cocktail. First of all, I didn't use lime wedges because I think it's just harder to squeeze, muddle those wedges, and also like how you can see, these limes are quite shining, so that means that anyway has been used quite a lot of wax to preserve them while they were growing, and I really don't like that. So yeah, just up to taste again. I don't do it normally. One more thing, I normally when I work behind the bar I use a sugar syrup in order to make my mojito. It just is more consistent and it's just easier, and that's much faster as well. If you want to make a sugar syrup, free to go, just do it. And my ratio normally is 50 of rum, 25 of lime juice, and 15 of 2-to-1 sugar syrup. But if instead you want to use some granulated caster sugar, please go for it. And again, you can use any other sugar that you like. I mean, in terms of what rum to use, I personally prefer to use a white rum. This is Havana Club 3 years old, so it's not completely white, but still it has a dry taste, and I love it because it's a very good product and has been on the market for a while. So thank you very much for watching this video, and obviously for supporting us, and please subscribe to the channel, click on the bell to get the notifications all the times that we gonna post a video, and cheers!